So, good morning or good night, depending on where you're in the world. And welcome to another interview of the Shield Dude on a Couch. And today I have Robinson, and he's from the band Order of the Static Temple, which is like a goth rock band. Think a lot of like 80s stuff. And we're here to talk about the new EP that they just released back in October. So, Rob, how are you tonight?
Oh, I'm great. Happy to be here, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good. If you without your costumes and stuff, you look like a totally different person.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty normal when it's daylight out. You know, it's only when the sun goes down do I transform. So
It's like me. In the daytime, I'm corporate. At night, I'm YouTuber.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, my friends at work, they actually uh, know what I do music wise, and but they see me every day like this, so they're like, "Oh yeah, you're two different people."
So let's talk a little bit about the band Order of the Static Temple. Tell us a little bit about the history of the band.
Yeah, so Order of the Static Temple started out as a project that kind of was born during the pandemic. For a while, I had wanted to kind of go back to my roots from the '90s and do something a bit more aggressive sounding, because I hadn't done that in a while. And the original idea was just going to be kind of like a performance art project where it was just going to be noise music, distortion, like stereo soundscapes of, clanging metal and just weird stuff like that. And then the idea was to kind of make something interesting for the live performance. So I sat down to write that, and it just quickly turned into something else. Um, it's kind of hard for me not to like go for a more traditional song structure. So uh, it basically started there. The songs ended up being more pop structured with, and kind of think industrial '90s, Team FDM, Skinny Puppy influence, maybe a little bit of Nights Are Up. So the first album was all that kind of material. We released that on Negative Gain Records in 2021, I believe. And since then, we've just been playing live shows, and then we just came out with this new EP and took a different direction musically. So we hope that people were okay with that, and seems like it's been accepted at least. So
Yeah, I think this one's maybe more danceable, right?
it is, yeah. It's we wanted for because we had played so many live shows, we wanted to do something different for the live show, and um, the idea was, okay, maybe let's lean a little more into the Gothic rock territory, like Sisters of Mercy, Bauhaus, something like that. So I sat down to write with that in mind, and yeah, no, it developed very quickly. We wanted to put something out for the live shows in October, so we just scrambled it together, and I worked with Negative Gain to do the CD as fast as possible, the streaming and everything, and so we scrambled and it came together. So the songs were written very quickly.
Yeah. So tell me like how many people are in the band, and I know you do some of the singing. So what exactly do you do in the band besides
Sure.
other music?
Yeah. So the band is mostly me with collaborators. I would say my wife and I, Damsel in the Dollhouse. She and I are kind of like the main members. Oh, lost my. So she. Can you hear me? My earpiece fell out. Oh shoot.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Okay, is it working now?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay. So I write the music, I sing the songs, I write most of the lyrics, and she comes up with costumes, choreography, dance performances for the live show. So it's mainly her and I. Along the way, we've also enlisted other people, like we've had Matthew Setzer on guitar, play live shows with us. He plays with Skinny Puppy and Frontline Assembly, and I think it's London After Midnight. And so also we had Mark Levy play drums on the first album, Rise and Fire. Um, who else? I know I'm forget. Oh, Jesse from he's performed with Pigface and other projects. He also played live drums for us. But so I produce the music. I write it, and I suppose I do most of the legwork. But there's really a lot of other people that help out.
But it's a good thing that you get to share this with your wife. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Exactly. So that was a great benefit. So like when we travel, if we're flying to, like, we've been to Denver a few times. We've traveled to New Orleans, South by Southwest, and Austin, Texas. So we get to do it as a couple, which is great.
yeah. And I'm gonna show a picture of like you did a music video, and on that music video you do a lot of like dress up changes
Yeah,
and stuff. So yeah, this is you with your wife. So
yeah,
yeah, you do look totally different. So uh
yeah,
so
yeah. This is our Sisters of Mercy look. At least we were trying.
yeah. Yeah, if you if you show up that to your actual day job, they'll be like, "What the hell?"
I know. Yeah.
Yeah,
So she in her costume bins, there is no lack of wigs. So I think with this video, we both try on maybe 5 different wigs each. And so yeah, that was a fun weekend of filming. I think we did that in 2 days.
yeah. So you filmed this. This is the music video from I think that's the lead single of the new EP. This one's I wrote it down. Uh,
Monolith of Love.
yes, I know because you go monolith of love.
Yeah, yeah, no, that was I mean, it started out, I can't play guitar, but obviously with this idea of kind of like a gothic rock song structure in mind, it had to have real bass, lead kind of shimmery guitar. And so I used plugins to do that, sat down to do it, and was the first song of the 3 original tracks of the EP. And um, it's originally inspired by a bar of soap in the shower. So it's a black bar of soap that was kind of like sitting on a short end. And I thought Monolith of Love was born. So
That was
pretty,
because of soap, bar of soap.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, bar of soap.
did it came? Did you started singing while you saw the bar of soap?
No, yeah, no, I had a free weekend because I was working on a different project, and the artist that I was working with on that was taking a break, and so that was the day to start writing for the project. It was a Saturday. Got dressed and sat down to the computer, and Monolith of Love was written in a day. I think I did the vocal for it the next day, and so that was the inspiration originally. And then of course we wanted themes like universal monsters, vampires, bats, creepy cemeteries, gothic architecture, stuff like that, where I tried to introduce that into the lyrics as much as possible. But yeah.
In the music video, you do different like changes. So did you guys film that yourself? The music video was a DIY, right?
Yeah, yeah, totally. My wife Nina is great at that kind of thing. So she was able to put the video together. She filmed it. She did the editing, and she did all the costuming. So really, all I did on that one was the music.
Yeah, it's a good collaboration to have. Yeah, the music
Yeah,
video is in your YouTube page, Order of the Static Temple. That's the music video. I saw it because it's very tongue-in-cheek, and you guys are like doing the costumes, and it looks like you're having fun. And you put this out like previous to Halloween, so it was like the perfect
right.
time to put out this video. Well, did you guys dress up? Hopefully, you guys dressed up for Halloween too.
No, October was stupidly busy for us. We had this album. I was producing a couple other projects. My day job was busy, and then we also had to move. So by the time it was Halloween, we just stayed at home, and yeah, I think we had one set of trick-or-treaters, and that was okay. But we were able to celebrate throughout the month. I mean, we played two shows that month where when we do our live show, it's usually different costume changes. And so I think we got enough uh, dressing up for just the live shows. So we fit that in that way.
Yeah, no, it sounds like you had fun and you had a lot to do. Do you enjoy the process of like working, like producing for other artists as well? Is that a part that you enjoy?
I love it. I'm very lucky that I get to do that. Just a little bit of luck in previous projects, so I was able to still keep busy in the studio. So just recently, uh, I collaborated with an artist who released their album. The project name is Orc Mommy, and the album is a disease called More. And that was just released yesterday or the day before. And so it's a nine track album. So I worked with Alice, the artist on that, for all those tracks. And so that mostly that's what kept October busy, and that actually started in I think August, so August, September, October. So it's just very lucky. I keep getting projects like that, working with old friends, mastering and producing other people's projects. It's a lot of fun, and I'm happy to do it after I clock out of the day job. I just work in the studio most nights.
Yeah, it's what I call like a passion project. Is that your real passion? Uh,
Absolutely.
Doing that. Uh, so yeah, so this AP has there's a few songs, but there's a few remixes. So tell me a little bit about Hearts Bleed Blood and some of the themes, other themes on this EP.
So Monolith of Love is the lead single. And then we have Last Dance Forever. That's a song about loss of love that ends that doesn't end in death. Um, Really more about the afterlife and just a fantasy. I'm an atheist. I don't believe in that kind of thing. So, but it was really just more of the Halloween theme. We knew it was going to come out on Halloween. We wanted to kind of tie it together with that. And then what's the other one? Funeral Pyre. So that
Okay.
so yeah, yeah. So again, just our love of goth culture and music and spooky things and we really for the live show as an example, the other original track on that album is "It's Raining Blood." So we start out with that. It's kind of an instrumental track. You hear howling wolves in the background and rain and uh, and that's where I'm dressed up as Dracula and I feed off of Nina. So that's a great way to open the show. We have fun with that.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's really just trying to have fun with with the spooky season. Even though October's over, we're like that all year round. So we
Yeah.
can't wait to perform it live again.
Yeah. So it's never too late to be Goth.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
so in Montana we have what we call the Goth Ball, and it's every year we get to perform live. And this year was actually in two different cities in Montana, so we play the same show in both cities, and they're all ages shows, and they're attended just by people that just want to have a good time. It's a fun way for the kids to do something in October and just see a couple bands, listen to DJs. I think we had at least a couple hundred people for each show, so it's really receptive crowd in this area. We're lucky in that respect also.
Yeah. So, sounds like a fun time. So the name order of the static temple, is there a story behind the name?
Oh, so I think originally, because the project was going to be more of a noise-based performance art thing, that's where static came from. And then the themes of cults, like Heaven's Gate or Jim Jones or satanic cults. So that I wanted a name that kind of elicited that feeling, even though it was not referencing anything specific. So with the logo, with the cross and everything, I was fascinated by the satanic panic of the 80s. I grew up with that. So my background, family growing up, I was growing up in a Christian household, so that's why I turned out the way I did.
I went to Catholic school too.
Oh, see, there you go.
And
Yeah.
back in the 80s, everything was satanic. Yeah, I don't know. Smurfs, remember this when they said the Smurfs were evil?
Oh yeah, and anything fantasy, Dungeons and Dragons. I think yeah, that was like, you know, be careful, you're playing around with demons and devils, and that's and the people, my parents and the people I was around with at the time, believe that kind of thing. So yeah.
They try to unguff you.
Yeah, no. Well, I think I'm only as extreme as I am now is because of that experience. You just end up being the opposite of what they try to raise you to be.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the first experience that I had like golf was seeing The Cure, like and seeing Robert Smith, and then at first I think I saw Edward Scissorhands, and then I saw that Johnny Depp just took the look from from Robert Smith.
Yeah, but basically a carbon copy of it. Yeah,
Maybe
exactly.
put some knives and but I'm like, now I know where that look came from.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, the EP, it's a fun EP. It's kind of
Oh,
tongue,
thank you.
it's tongue in cheek, because a lot of people here like golf or evil stuff, and I think it's pretty tongue in cheek. So I'm going to show the art. Here's the artwork of the EP. So tell me a
Yeah,
little bit about the because you were mentioning a little bit about the artwork.
yeah, for sure. So the artwork of the album is the logo. What's more goth than purple, right? So it had to be purple. The previous album was red, so more of a satanic themed, and so this one had to be purple. And you got some bats, so spooky bats for the or the spooky season, and yeah, so just going with the whole gothic vibe. So you got the color and the best creature to try to personify the contents of the album.
So who did the artwork?
Oh, I did that. I mean, and the bats, honestly, that's just clip art. So it's not like I do some graphic design, so I'm able to put the artwork, like CD artwork like this together. But I'm not like extra um super good at that.
So, I haven't played this game in a while in the show. Like back when I started, I did the top 5 albums. I did a video with a friend of mine, like top 5 albums that you take to a desert island. I haven't played that in a while. So I don't know if your game, Rob, we can play that game.
Sure, let's do it.
So obviously it's easy. You let me know like 5 albums that you would take to a desert island where there's a magical like a turntable that you can listen to, and you the thing is to give me 5 albums, and why those albums in particular.
Okay, cool. So first album has got to be Belief by Night Ebb. And I love every track of that album. I first heard them in a nightclub in Riverside, California, and the DJ played the song Hearts and Minds, and I heard that and I was just drawn to it. I was like, what the heck is this? And it just instantly they became my favorite band, as soon as I heard that. So that it's just the synth work on that album, the production, the songwriting, everything about it is just very high energy, and made me really turn into loving EBM as an art form. So the Nights Reb is to be credited for that for sure. So that's one. Should I keep going?
Yes, it's 5.
Okay, all right. Um, Mine, The Perpetual Intercourse by Skinny Puppy was the first industrial album I heard when I was like maybe 14 or so. And I got that album based off of a review in Keyboard Magazine, and the review described them as, or described the album as dance music for people who like sticking pins into themselves. And I thought, perfect, that's for me. So as a kid, I got the cassette and was just blown away at how noisy and atmospheric and just evil sounding it was. So that took me to like a different planet. I love that album. Um, and so that being my first industrial album, that exposed me to kind of a combination of electronics, synthesizers, and guitar work to uh, really uh, got me familiar with the art form, industrial. Um, Violator by Depeche Mode.
Ooh,
I
good one.
mean, yeah, it's gosh, when that album came out, I was a Depeche Mode fan. But I will say that I enjoyed uh, cleaner sounding music in the sense of production. So I thought music for the masses was drenched in reverb, and it made it like very atmospheric sounding. And I still love that album. But then when Violator came out and it just had a different production style, it was definitely less saturated sounding, cleaner. You could hear all the parts separately, bass lines, drums, everything. And that was it. That was my favorite album for years. It's still one of my favorites. Um, oh gosh, how many was that? That was three. Let's do, yeah. Chorus by Erasure. Uh, That was another one that when that came out, I couldn't believe how good it was. Vince Clarke was my synthesizer idol for many years. I liked Erasure before then, but my friends and I were all anticipating the chorus album, and I think it was by far their best. And we actually, a couple friends of mine and I went to Los Angeles. I lived in California at the time, so Erasure did kind of a record release signing at a record store in LA when Chorus came out, and K Rock, the local radio station there, was promoting it. So we all went down to the record signing and got our CD signed, and it was amazing. That's four. So let's do. I'm kind of torn. I'm thinking of two albums. Say Oxygen by Jean-Michel Jarre. He's a French new age electronic artist, and I think Oxygen was 1978, 79 maybe. And the use of synthesizers on that album still blows me away today. Spacey sounding, just it's uh, the the vision, the future vision that you feel when listening to that album. The synthesizer work and the technical wizardry. When I first heard it, that's one of the things that made me love the idea of working with synth and synth music. And so I wanted to buy my first synthesizer after hearing that album. So it's if you haven't heard it, check it out. It's amazing.
Yeah, sounds good. I knew a few of the obviously I know Depeche Mode. They put out a new album like 2 years ago, which was awesome too.
Yeah.
So yeah, great choices and different choices. So it's always good to talk to people, see like what choices they would take, because everyone has like some different tastes. So you said you played some shows in October. So right now, for Order of the Static Temple, what's next?
That's a good question. Right now, we don't have any live shows planned, and I'm okay with that because we need a break. I would say October was probably the busiest month we've seen in a while. So yeah, we'll see. I think what's next is going to be the full-length album. Hearts Bleed Black was kind of like a little side trail into gothic rock, spooky music, but I do have almost a full album written, more closer to the sound of Rise and Fire, which was our debut album. So we're going back to the satanic themes with the new full length. So I would love to just put some time in the studio to finish that up, and hopefully that'll be next for us.
Okay, so I'm assuming next year you'll tackle that.
Yeah, for sure. So gosh, it'd be great if mid-year we get that out. That would be amazing. So we're shooting for that.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. So for the EP, do you have physical copies, or can people like buy them like more digitally?
Yeah, so gosh, vinyl is so expensive, so we decided to do CDs. It's not like people typically have CD players anymore, but I know a lot of people who love to have something in their hands, physical media, something that they can open. And so we did CDs. And they're reasonably priced. I think they're $12 on the Bandcamp site. And it just gives you a chance to have something physical. And it comes with the download, so you don't even need a CD player. So you just get the download, you can listen to it that way, and then with the CD, you can open it up, look at the jewel case, and see all the photos and the credits and all that. So that's something that's missing with streaming music. You don't get that experience anymore. So we wanted that available.
Yeah, so that's in Order of the Static Temple Bandcamp. I'll post a link for people who are interested. So Rob, I want to thank you for taking some time. We had confusion in times. What's the time zone that you're in, man?
I'm sorry, what was that?
What time zone are you in?
We're in Mountain Time Zone. So but as soon as you said Eastern, I knew how to do the math on that. And yeah,
I'm actually 3 hours ahead from you now.
yeah, right. And I think we were thinking it was 2 hours. So You know, I sat down last night to join the Zoom call early, and it was already over. So it's still sorry. Sorry
No,
about
it's
that.
okay. It was so late. I'm like, oh, it's like 10:30 here.
Yeah,
But yeah, the time zones are like, especially daylight savings time. They just don't change the times. It confuses
I
every.
know. Yeah, yeah. The time just changed for us, right? So we got
Yeah,
an extra hour that confused everybody, and yep. Hmm.
yeah. So Couchers Order of the Static Temple. They have two, a full length album and an EP. If you like everything we talked about, like this goth rock music, 80s, all the influences, you will dig it. You need to see the music video so you see this man in costume. I'll post the link for that music video, like
Awesome.
so people can go and watch the music video. So before I let you go, Rob, anything you like to say to, like I said, my couchers?
Yeah, so thanks again for chatting with me. I had a great time. Yeah, if you like any of the gothic rock bands, again, 80s, even 70s. So like the album's written with just straightforward bass lines and shimmery guitars and 80s digital drum machines. So if you're into that kind of thing, check it out. I mean, you can stream it for free. If you like it, you know, pick it up and then check out the video and let us know what you think. It's on YouTube, and give us a like and a comment and all that fun stuff. And gosh, it was fun talking to you. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Oh, thank you too. So couchers, you heard it here. Order of the Static Temple, out now. So until next time, couchers, this is Hector, the shield dude on a couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and goodbye.